All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. One thing I wanted to talk to you all about is protecting your tender blooms in spring. So we actually made these contraptions for our winter time. We were trying to keep our trees alive. What I've been noticing with the weather extremes is that not only do you have to have a structure if you really want your trees to actually be successful when they're young, you're gonna need, during the summertime, you're gonna need some kind of shade structure on some trees. During the winter time, you're gonna need some kind of cover. This actually provides all three of those because we can easily throw something over the top of these in the summer. We actually cover them up every winter. We've been covering up the last two. It's surviving. And of course in the spring, so you got summer heat, winter cold, spring wind. We have a windstorm coming this way. With the Satsuma, it's putting on blooms. All of these blooms are real tender and it's full. You can see how there are blooms everywhere. What usually happens when you have this many blooms is you get these windstorms in the spring, you get these heavy rains, and they just destroy your blooms. They knock your blooms off. So what we did, we had a windstorm about what, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
We covered this. Now you don't need to cover it like as if it was winter, covering it from the cold and the frost and the snow. All you need to do is basically pick this up and block the wind for 1 day, because that's all our storms are going to last, a few hours, and it's a few hours of damage. So we got a lot of bees up in there. You can see them. Still need to leave. We still need to leave room for them to be able to get in and get out. So bees are working, but bees, I need to cover this up for a little while. All right, so I'm going to just cover this a little bit. And all I'm doing is protecting it from the wind. That's it. I'm not worried about the cold, the rain, just the wind, just the wind.
Watch out for the bees.
Let those bees get out. And you can see all our tree is this high with blooms. I'm not really worried about the stuff that's up here. I can lose that. I just wanna keep that much covered. That wind is gonna beat this plastic up, but it's gonna save my tree. Just wrapping her up. Not covering the top. Just wrapping her up a little bit. And this is just for the trees that got blooms on them. The ones that don't have blooms, you don't have to do this. Right, so covering those not frost sensitive, but those are wind sensitive blooms. So come on over here, I'll show you another one. It's the end of the day. I don't know how the lighting is. But
Yes, it's good.
more. So the kumquat hasn't bloomed out, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna leave that hanging. That's one of the reasons when you see our orchard early spring, you always see all these sheets and blankets everywhere. We don't move them because all it takes is 1 day for weather to come. You can see this one. Here's another one.
And it also happens last year. We didn't cover our oranges and some of our citrus, and all the fruits fell on the ground.
And that's what happens.
Yes.
You'll come out here 1 day, it's full of blooms, and then we got this storm coming. You'll come back and you'll be like, half of the tree, probably 90% of the blooms will be all over the ground everywhere. So protect yourself, protect your, look at that. I mean, it's just everywhere.
Yes, it's pretty. This last year it didn't did.
Yeah, so
And
we
the
didn't get this
thing-
many blooms last year too.
Yes, we only got like 2 pieces of Satsuma.
Well, on the backside, remember on the backside, we had about, I would say about 8.
Yeah.
And then
8.
I air layered one of them off by mistake.
So this one.
But all we want to do is just protect this plant as best we can. Like I said, we're not protecting it. And this plastic during the early spring isn't going to hurt it. I'm going to leave this down here. We don't need this. If we get a frost, Easter hasn't come yet, so I'll leave the blankets down. These are the ones we got from the thrift store. I'll leave those blankets down. just in case we get one of those late cold snaps, we can still throw that over the top and that'll actually save us. Like I said, this is all we want to do right here. On all 4 sides, we're covered. Now we can get all, you can see that, we can get all of the wind that nature can throw at us. Even if it bends this stuff over, it's going to protect those blooms inside. And even if we lose, unless we get a tornado, but even if we lose 25%, that'll be better than losing 90 to 100% of the blooms. So this is the only one. I don't know about the blueberries. It looks like they hold pretty good, but we have mostly all of our blueberries, and actually they're going. So you can see that. Yeah. I mean, they're going. Pulling up, pulling up, pulling up everywhere. So we got 2 rows of blueberries. We're not gonna protect them. We'll just kind of see how they do. Usually they've been holding pretty good. The last storm, they didn't lose anything. So I'm hoping that they hold pretty good during the wind. And that's it. That's it. It's early spring. The comfrey is waking up. Look at that. The bees love this stuff, y'all. If you haven't grown comfrey yet, you gotta find some. You gotta find some.
They're the best ground cover.
Yeah, best ground cover. Got an edible landscape.
Yes.
It brings the bees in. The solitary bees, everything loves them. Everything loves them. From? Look at that.
Fuyu.
The fuyu is waking up. Fuyu is waking up. That's it, y'all. We got probably one more. Yeah, where you been with your dirty feet? We got probably one more tree to go cover in the back, and we're gonna do that off camera. So thank y'all for watching, and as always, stop. As always, grow. Peace.
He's spoiled, guys.